Hello, everyone. This is my delight to introduce you to the new tutors for the Diploma in Compulsive Sexual Behaviors at CICS, Magda and Annika. Hello and welcome. How are you both?
Hello, it's really nice to be with you, Silva and Magda, and really nice to join the Kicks family.
Thank you for a fabulous welcome, Silva, and it's really good to be here with both of you.
It's very special to me too because you were some of my very first students in the Diploma in Compulsive Sexual Behavior, and that's quite a few years now. I think it's about 6 years, 7 years. So now you've had, amazing experience, clinical experience working with lots of diverse people who struggle with compulsive sexual behaviors. And now you are just going to be giving back to the new students, being tutors. So that feels really special to me as well, that we just keep recycling the knowledge, and my knowledge and your knowledge will be different because you have different clinical experience. We're all different. And so every bit that you bring with your own experience is really going to enrich the course into more and more different perspectives.
Absolutely. And I'm really looking forward to not only the different perspectives that me and Magda can bring on board, but also the students that already are professional in their fields with their knowledge and their insights that can all be integrated into what we know about compulsive sexual behavior.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit more about you, Annika, because we talk about diversity. It's also cultural diversities, and you're in a different parts of Europe. So tell us a little
Yes.
bit about you.
As said multiple times, I'm Annika, and where this kind of cultural diversity comes in is that I will be joining from Estonia, which is quite a small country, more on the eastern side of Europe, but we do like to think of ourselves a little bit more as Nordics. And ever since competing both the CICS diploma in clinical sexology and the CSB diploma, I've tried to bring back the knowledge into my community and into my culture. So it really has been a time of trying to integrate information from another quite similar but still different culture into my own and really finding my way to work with my clients and I'm hoping to really encourage people on the course as well to really take the information that we have and make it their own and fit their clients, because I think that's also one of the really special things that I took away from the course is to really look at the person and understand, not judge, not pathologize, not put any labels on things, but first and foremost understand where the person is coming from.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things I find fascinating with compulsive sexual behaviors is that the presentation can be really the same on the surface, but actually very different in how it functions in a person's life based on so many different factors, including cultural factors and moral incongruence and shame and family scripts, sex scripts, relationship scripts, and on and on and on. And that really makes a unique set of factors for a particular individual. So I find that really fascinating with compulsive sexual behaviors.
Mhm.
What about you, Magda? Tell us about you.
Okay, well, I come from a field of psychosexual therapy, same as Annika, and funny enough, we both completed the same training some time ago. And once I started working with compulsive sexual behavior clients, I realized that we are dealing with a very, very complex work. And that complexity and difficulty, my own difficulty in navigating this work, brought a lot of curiosity about the treatment out there, how we conceptualize it, how we name, how we think about it as practitioners. In the meantime, we've both completed the CICS CSB training together again. And I found the experience of the training with yourself, Silva, really very, very helpful because it equipped me with quite a trauma-informed and well, sex positive, but also a very nuanced lens on how to look at the clients presenting with distress about their sexual behaviors. From there, just to tell you a bit more about my journey, might be helpful. I got a bit more curious about what we understand, how we conceptualize compulsive sexual behavior in the research out there. So again, together with Annika, we contributed to your handbook. I contributed to the chapter about what we know about compulsive sexual behavior disorder from academia. And the natural step forward for me was to design and deliver CPD programs for practitioners. And here I am now, being a part of the team, teaching future students on CICS CSB Diploma. And it's very meaningful to me to be here. And I'm very much looking forward to share my knowledge, my clinical practice, and bridging it with the research that's out there, contributing, and as you said, Annika, sharing it with others and thinking together about CSB in clinical practice. That's me.
That's fantastic. And as you say, it is a very complex issue, and this is still the very beginning of us understanding it really properly in such a diverse lens, and especially with a sex positive philosophy attached to it as well. And so more research is needed, and I'm so glad that you're also taking part of the research, Magda, in this area. And that will always come with fascinating new findings, and especially like when, for example, in the pornography kind of body of research, lots of really surprising finding comes out of some of the research, and those surprising findings don't always end up in the media, or they don't always end up in the dominant narrative about pornography. So I think it's really always good to be able to actually say, hey, look, this is also another narrative that comes out of research as well, so that we get the public, but especially our clients, we can help them get to think about it in ways that they've never thought about before in terms of their sexual behaviors. And that's really this beautiful relationship between practice that informs research, and then research informs practice in that kind of feedback loop. So that's really amazing. Thank you so much, Magda. And as you both said, you are obviously, you know each other for quite some time. You've trained together in 2 trainings, and now you're going to be a team again. So I'm very, very confident that you'll be able to hold all of our students together in really rigorous ways, rigorous ways in terms of learning, but also with plenty of warm help.
Thank you, Silva. That it's a big compliment, especially I think as former students to now kind of give back in our way.
Well, it is also for me, as I was saying, it feels really, really warm, because now the training that I've co-created all these years ago with CICS is just taking off into a different dimension, and you're part of it now. So the training that you're going to be delivering will be your own. It's not mine anymore, it's your own, and you can share your knowledge and share all of your experiences, and that's going to make it an even better training. So thank you so much for both of you.
Thank you.
And we have limited spaces because we want to really keep this training really kind of specialized, and there's going to be a lot of practice that's involved, not just lectures. And so book your place soon, because the places tend to go quite fast for specialist training like this. And we are the only one that does such a very important training that is based on sex positivity and based on philosophies and clinical thinking that are outside of the addiction thinking. So it's quite a popular training. So book your place as soon as you can. Thank you very much, both Annika and Magda, and I'm just really looking forward to hearing what students are saying about this new training.
Thank you. See you soon.
Very much. See you soon.